Hey, a few weeks ago, Rob Kemper from RGA asked me about my top 10 learnings as a founder so far. And after he hung up, I thought, that wasn't a proper answer. So here's actually a more structured, more thorough approach. So thank you, Rob, for the question. And actually, I put together here my top 10 learnings. So number one is scarcity brings clarity. Number two, I have higher highs and lower lows. Number three is get yourself a lawyer. Number four, my network is bigger than I thought it would be. Five, money will come your way. Number six, every conversation brings me one step further. Number seven, everything takes twice as much time than I thought it would. Number eight is it is harder than I thought it would be, much harder. And number nine, don't be afraid because others seem to outrun you. And number 10, there's no number 10, but there's also no top 9 list. So here you go. So scarcity brings clarity, pretty obvious. When you only have limited time and money, you have to be very creative. You have to stay focused at all times. No distractions allowed, no procrastination, no retail therapy. You really have to be focused on your goal. So, and that's a good part. So I came up with, I think, pretty creative solution. And if I had the money, I probably wouldn't have come up with them. I would have just spent the money. So actually, it helps me to have limited resources. I'm not naive. You need some money and actually time to build your own company, but you don't need as much as you think you need. Number two is, I have higher highs and lower lows. So if you like to ride the roller coaster, you can have it every single day. So it's awesome when something great happens, an unexpected call, a new opportunity to meet somebody. But you also have the opposite feeling sometimes for days or even weeks when you get stuck and nothing seems really to move and you get one bad news after the other. So you have both sides. You have more adrenaline, but also more sadness. And if you still like that and like to be more uncomfortably excited, then go for it. This is for you. Number three is get yourself a lawyer. And actually get yourself a lawyer at a time where you don't need one, because you might need one in unexpected times. And then it's good actually to have an email address or a cell phone number to be able to call her or him. I found myself a great lawyer. The first hour we met, he talked about Jonathan Franzen, and in the last 5 minutes of our conversation, he actually gave me great advice. So for somebody who charges $350 an hour, you really want to make sure you like that person, he or she is well experienced, and you get access to that person. And it's one of the first things you want to do when you start your own company. Number four is my network's actually so much bigger than I thought it would be. When you think about, I need this or that, you go through your list of family, friends, acquaintances, but actually what I didn't expect to that extent is the openness of my network. So you actually share their contacts with me and to make an introduction or proactively saying, hey, you have to meet that person. Somebody even called right after we met, called a guy who said, and convinced him to meet me for 30 minutes. So, and this is awesome. So it's a big thank you to you to be so open with your contacts and so open to actually help and support me. Number five, money will come your way. So I'm not naive. I mean, I am naive to do all of this, but I think you need to be a little bit naive. If you knew everything what would lie ahead of you, you probably wouldn't have started. I wouldn't have started, definitely not. But I'm not naive. So you need money. Founding a company without any resources is possible, but it's better to have a little money. But actually, what I experience also is I have more money than I thought I would have. And in the beginning it was just a reduction in my gas bill, which actually made my day. And then there was some unexpected returns. So I had, in the end, I had more money in the beginning than I thought. And then also, if you stay really, really focused on your goal, you will find the money you need, or the money will find you. Hopefully this still stays true. So it's a hypothesis. Let's see how this works out for me in the next very crucial 6 months of my journey. So money will come your way. I still believe that this is true. Number 6 is every conversation brings me one step further. So even a conversation with somebody I didn't like, they shared some information with me, or going to an event which was rather underwhelming, but I met a great person who then introduced me to another person. So now I'm very resourceful with my time. Some people think, oh, you have so much time, we can meet. And I think, no, I don't. So I love to meet people, but actually I really need to put my company first here. And so I'm very resourceful, but it's I also still go to events where I do not know the outcome, because I know that I bring home some new acquaintance, a new piece of information which will help me drive my business. Number 7 is everything takes twice as much time as I thought it would. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, maybe nothing new, but when you really depend that things work and that you get things done fast, then it hurts more that things take longer. I actually would have wanted to accomplish much more by now than I actually did, but I also realized I'm not a robot, and this is how it took, actually done by me. And number 8 is, yeah, it's much harder than I thought it would be. So Oliver Zamber once gave a great quote. I'm not even sure if this is from him, but he got quoted with this. Having an idea is like waking up. Executing an idea is like getting up. And it couldn't be more true. Really, so having an idea is easy. Many people say, I would found my own company, but I don't have an idea. Everybody will have an idea. It's just you have to put yourself in a more uncomfortable situation, and I can assure you an idea will come your way, or you have a more structured approach and look at different markets and business models and apply them to another market, and here's your idea. But actually executing it is so much harder. It's so many things to consider and do and decisions to make. So yeah, that's I thought it would be easier. I even thought there was never a better time for a female founder to run her own company. And yeah, the awareness is there. So I'm a female founder, great, but that doesn't help me much in any other way. So I have to work as hard as anybody else to make this a success case. Number 9, don't be afraid because others are out there already doing what you're planning to do. You might have a different angle, you're a different personality. Other startups might have their own challenges. So stay focused on your goal and let the consumer decide. That's what you should be doing instead of being afraid. And number 10, I don't have one. So I have never seen a number 9 list. So that's why I call them my top 10. If you listened and watched this so far, you really made my day. I love to have a conversation with you. Send me questions, anything. Bye-bye.